Okay, last year I had a group of students who came to me and wanted to do a student-led club on recycling and beautification and sort of that kind of premise. And they needed a sponsor, and so I agreed to sponsor them. And they came up with their name, which is MEGA, Making Earth Great Again. And the students wanted to do projects in and around our school and community that involved recycling or beautification or removal of trash, those types of things. They had lots of different ideas and broke up into different groups last year. And one of the subcommittees, one project they really wanted to work on was taking the trays that we use out of the cafeteria. We currently use styrofoam trays, and after doing this project, I realized most schools across our state do as well. It's just more economical for them to use the styrofoam trays. So we met with the group. They did research about the damage that styrofoam trays do to our community, and they sit in landfills and they don't disintegrate. And they took their information and presented it to actually our Director of Foods and Nutrition, Miss Cindy Marion, and also to our superintendent, so Dr. Myra Cox. So the students met and presented to the three of us their ideas about going back to the hard plastic trays that have to be washed. The only problem there was that involved a dishwasher, which we have the mechanical dishwasher at the school, no problem, but it also requires a human to load the trays in and out of that machine, and that required a position we don't currently have. So to have that be available, the students, we would have had to come up with a salary each year, which with benefits and everything was around $30,000. So of course, that's not really something that we could do, is every year raise $30,000 to have our trays washed. So the cafeteria manager had the idea of using the machine. She had been at a school previously that researched it. They didn't actually purchase the machine, but they researched what it would do. So she gave the students the idea of having the machine that would recycle the styrofoam plates into a plastic brick. And then we started researching the cost of that machine, and for installation and everything is about $14,000, which is a lot. We have about 650 students in our school student body, so that was a lot of money. So then we decided this year to try to come about how we could raise that money to get the machine in our building. Well, I had done it one other time. A couple of years ago, we really needed playground equipment for our handicapped students. We didn't have. I went on the roof and just in a matter of hours was able to raise $5,000 to get handicapped swings for our students. And so they said, go on the roof again. So I said, okay. I knew it would be cold in February. I did not know it would monsoon rain in February, but it did. So there you go. Well, I think it reaches a broad audience when you do something kind of out of the ordinary, and the students really wanted to do something out of the ordinary. They want to change what we've done and what we're doing and make a difference, and so standing on the roof is out of the ordinary for what I normally do. I work inside a building and not on it, and it captured the attention. The kids were really precious about it. I had little kids that were worried I wouldn't have anything to eat or a place to sleep, and then I had students worried I wouldn't have food to eat and wouldn't brush my teeth. So all kinds of things, but it really captured the attention of lots of people in our community, and that's what we wanted to do, is reach more than just our students. Our hope for once we get the machine is that we will be able to partner with other schools in our area at the edge of Wilkes County, Surrey County, and Yadkin, that they could also bring their styrofoam to our machine and have it also recycled, because the machine will do about 1,500 plates at each push of the button. We currently use around 500, so that gives us room to help more than just our school. The students also thought it'd be great to do a community day every now and then, and have maybe a Saturday every 5 or 6 weeks or so that people in the community could bring their styrofoam and have it recycled as well. So going on the roof just made us more visible. It made our problems stand out to those in our community. It was most of it. We had buckets. We had sand buckets. So our students, during the afternoon car line, the students in the mega club lined the sidewalk with adult supervision, and parents coming through our car line were able to donate, the change they had in their cup holders and dollars and things like that. We had some kids that donated during the day before I even went on the roof. And then in the evening, kids came back with their families and donated. We had, a couple of businesses that donated some locally, and we had a couple of big donations. Our PTA at the elementary school, they really wanted to get me down off the roof because of the heavy rain, and our PTA gave $2,500 of the amount of money. But we had some other big donations from families. We had a few families that donated $100 each, and then I had a couple of families that donated $500 each. So it was awesome. We are still collecting, and I have some that had pledged on social media that they would be glad to donate, but they couldn't get here, so they were going to mail theirs. And so we may have more come in. We have had a couple of hundred come in today at school through that kind of thing. I had one student who sent me a video message, and he said he really wanted me to be able to get off the roof so I could watch the Carolina game. So he pledged $200 and brought that in today. And so our total that we collected as of this afternoon, when our secretary finished counting the money, was $7,650. And so, but we still have some that has been pledged that's not come in yet. So we're not sure what we'll finish as a total. Yes, yes, it is. We are. We're still collecting. My idea is that I've always believed that if you do something to help yourself, then it's okay to ask others to join you in that. So we didn't want to start by going to area businesses or individuals and saying, give us $14,000. So that's another reason we wanted to jumpstart that by collecting and doing work on our own. And then now I feel comfortable going to area businesses. We have several businesses that, pride themselves in using recyclable materials, and how can they help the environment. So we're hoping that with donations from the community, we'll have another event of some sort of sales or something that we'll come up with as a club to do. But then also anyone in our state or community, we welcome those donations. Hopefully, like I said, we can impact more than just our school by having these donations come in. Anyone that likes to donate can donate by sending it to Elkin Elementary. The address is 135 Old Virginia Road, Elkin, North Carolina, 28621. And I would just ask that on the memo line they put recycling project or mega club, something like that, so we'll be sure to know what it's for. Well, the kids are really excited. They have a couple of different ideas. It looks like a brick that's just solid white plastic. They're about the size of an actual concrete brick that people build houses with. So one of their ideas, we have a playground area on the kindergarten through second grade playground that's doesn't have a sidewalk that goes all the way to the builder to their climbing structure. So one of the ideas was to have a sidewalk that would be sort of like a brick sidewalk, but it would be the plastic bricks from the recycling. That's one idea. Another student wanted us to use it to make igloo dog houses for homeless pets or pets that live outside. So the kids are thinking about, their surroundings, animals, and it's cold this time of year. So there's a lot of possibilities for it. We also talked to the art teacher about the possibility of some type of paint that would stay on the plastic that the students could decorate in art class, and then, their brick could be in the sidewalk or wherever we choose to put that. Thank you. That sounds great. I think just it's important to know that part of the reason I did what I did is to let my kids know that when they have an idea to make something better, that the adults in the world, there are adults in the world, they're going to help them make that happen. And so, it wasn't a publicity stunt or something that we did to really bring attention to us. It was a way to reach out and show our kids that, you want this machine, we don't have at the school. I don't have the ability to say, here's $14,000, kids, will order this machine. So a way to show them that if you really believe in something and you want it to happen, then there's a way to make it happen. And, again, with the rain going out on the roof, a lot of people said, are you still doing it, rain or shine? I said, well, I said I would. And so, to stand by what you say you're going to do and do it. And good things happen.